Pretty crazy. Let's see. What do we got here? Trying to remember. I think if we shoot down that moonstone, we might be able to not have to worry about the laser killing us. Hang on. I'm trying to remember how this works. Shatter the moon. Shadowheart is inspired. Okay. I thought that it would just knock it down. I didn't think it was going to, destroy the thing. But I guess that happened. Well, we got another inspiration from it. Mick Gordon is the one in charge of music for Doom 2016 and Eternal, and they didn't pay him? Let's see. What do we got? All right, so we've got, I should start this off properly. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3 if you're watching this in the future from the VODs channel. We just finished a session of Doom the Dark Ages, and we were having a conversation about the guy who did the music from Doom Eternal. Alright, now you're all caught up. So we need to head toward the Arcane Tower. And we also need to... Wait, no, that's not the first thing I wanted to do. I wanted to go to the village and blacksmith that weapon and see if it's any good. Let's see, is this it? No, that's not the right one. Is this it? This might be it.
My hands on everything.
Just Googled it. For a second, they offered him a 6-figure settlement to not speak about everything, and instead he wrote an essay exposing it. Okay.
Time to get this thing fired up.
Seems to be fired up. Melting furnace. Okay, I believe I had a... Let's see, I know I've done this in the past, I'm trying to remember. I think we put, was it the Sister Bark in there? And then we need to... Where is it? Finish the Masterwork Weapon? Let's see. Okay, so... Search sus.
Place. Now for a great sword, dagger, or sickle.
Okay, so I believe, let's see, was it greatsword, dagger, or sickle? Wasn't there like molds nearby or something? I think I remember that. Boop, 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 boop. What do we got? What do we got? Even if we don't need it, it'll be a quest complete. Did I already pick it up? Let's search sick for sickle. Nope. You're thinking of Grimforge for the molds. How do I choose which one? Do I just throw one in there? Dagger. Greatsword. Okay, so I don't have any of those on me. Might have them in my camp in town. Ugh. There's a short sword. Great axe. There's a dagger +1. Can I throw a dagger +1 in there? Invalid combination. Okay. Has to be a regular dagger, greatsword, or sickle. Don't remember if there's one up here. Let me check up here. I remember this room had at least one of everything in here. Okay, there's a sickle. Alright, that'll do. Because I don't think I'm going to need any of these to wield them, so... Did Mike ever make one of these? Yeah, I did. It's just not fresh in my head.
The roaring furnace awaits an offering.
Just throw it in.
Candy sweet scent wafts forth. The Susa bark infuses the weapon from within the flames. The flames sputter away. The sickle is yours for the taking.
Just yeets it in there. Sussor sickle. Silences the target on hit, +1 weapon enchantment. Okay. Well, the most important thing there is quest complete, and we got some experience. I think we need a rest, too, as we are out of good spell slots. Okay, so next up, we need to get back to the Underdark. That's how to craft stuff? Yep, just yeet it in there. That easy. Alright, we got this bit with the Arcane Tower. There's the lady whose husband is in the area where he gets blowed up.
Don't waste a step.
Okay, so from here, let's go to camp, and we're going to set up a long rest because we're out of level 2 and level 3 spell slots on most of the characters where it matters. Don't think anyone's itching to talk right this second. Okay, let's do long rest. Lae'zel wants to talk. Let's see if she's gonna make me fight her.
Ever since we shared each other's flesh, I've caught you looking at me with lidded eyes. And
Lidded
either
eyes?
like a coward or a fool, you tremble. Perhaps the parasite has weakened you. Or perhaps you still long for my taste.
What do you think, chat? Should I continue flirting with the frog? Or should I say, oh my bad, I'll stop? Alright, done with that. Archer says the Susterbark thing is a solid weapon. I keep the greatsword version handy well into the end of the game. Silence on his is great for shutting down enemy spellcasters. Kiss the frog. Shut up and kiss the frog. Wow, wow. Sha-la-la-la-la-la. Let's see. Blue says frog! I've been hoping we could spend the night together again.
I never promised more than a night. Though I can't deny the lure of your taste. Sweet, yes. But also bitter as ginger.
There's a little red in the beard.
Me.
Tempt you? I feel like she likes violence. Deep down, I know you like me more than anyone else here.
You are exceptional amongst our pack. You are clearly their leader, and they look to you for guidance. That I admire. Very well. I will claim you once you have taken to rest.
The first option. I feel like she'd run from this. I think if I said that, she'd run. Press 1, coward. Only if you promise to stick around for a cuddle afterwards.
Why would a lesser act spark greater desire in you? Overheated grappling that wastefully eats into time better spent resting our muscles.
Overheated grappling. The war drum of it. I want to press my head to your chest and feel the war drum of your heart.
I remember your heartbeat from before. Quick, light, like a frightened rabbit. I'll keep your request in mind. Perform well, and perhaps I'll consider it.
Perform
Enough.
well.
I have given you my word. Do not be late.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, that was her conversation. Susser flower anti-bark. Wait, what? Oh, it's because the chest has anti-magic in it. That's why. Okay. Long rest.
Hazel appears at your bunk, her eyes raging with desire.
Her hair.
You suspect you won't be getting much sleep tonight.
He's just like, oh, hello. Am I gonna have a debuff from not being rested? That'd be kind of funny. No, no debuff. Still would have been funny. Dog wants to talk. Speak with animals. Alright, what's up, Scratch?
The dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
What have you got there?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I
Bone.
know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Okay. Received a bone. Okay. We're done here. Let's see, we've got a few of these thingies. Once per long rest, you can change a successful attack roll against a foe into a crit. I wonder if that applies to the energy longbow-looking thing that I do. The Celestial Arrow. Creatures suffering falling damage because of your actions take additional damage. Push anything and anyone back 20 feet once per short rest. But they can resist it. When you bring a creature down to fewer hit points than your number of evolved illithid powers, it dies. And all nearby creatures take 1 to 4 psychic damage. Okay, that's good. When an enemy within 30 feet casts a spell, you can use your reaction to inflict 1d4 psychic damage to the caster per the spell's level. That's pretty rad also. Shield of Thralls. Volatile shield around yourself now grants the target 10 temp HP until long rest. Okay. And that's a... What type of action is that? It's a full action. Okay. Invest an ally with power that heals it when attacks, but it also makes it vulnerable to all damage. Your targets have disadvantage on attack rolls and take 2 to 12 psychic damage each time they miss. Okay. Alright, really like these two. Let's see, we got 3 powers. Oh, my brain is Swiss cheese. I wonder if I can convince the others to use the worms yet. Let's see. Quick save. Alright, so when I'm shapeshifted, I have better checks. So let's do Starry Archer. And then the ring kicks in. Guidance.
Copper for your thoughts.
So, about our tadpole powers.
You really did it, huh? Not worried about adding more illithid into the mix? Well, what can I say? You look fine, smell fine, seem fine. And yet, you're more mind flayer than ever. Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this.
I was hoping you might. The benefits seem to outweigh the costs.
Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet.
We might be facing a cult more powerful than we know. We need all the help we can get. There. Oh, we can use Scroll of Charm Person? Wouldn't that make her a bit upset, chat? Alright, I'm not going to use the scroll for now. Oh my god, first try.
Ugh! How do you do that? Always making sense when I least want you to. Fine. I'll keep an open mind, all right? I promise that much.
Open mind, because it'll be full of worms.
Are we done here? What a charmer.
Okay, so...
What am I to do?
Oh, do I have to feed her the tadpoles too? I thought everybody got, like, a shared pool of them. Okay, so Carlock is willing to use tadpoles now.
Swift is my
But I gotta
favorite
get more,
carrier.
apparently. Let's see. I guess I don't need to worry about doing the, you know, convincing them right now.
Soldier.
Cause, yeah. Alright, Spooter.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
So apparently I need more tadpoles.
Never a dull moment.
Alright, leave camp. Oh, I need to cast Far Strider on everyone. Or Long Strider. Oh yeah, didn't someone tell me I could like upcast this and it wouldn't use up spell slots? Yeah, there we go. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Why can't we just cut them up like sausages? My wife made sausages and potatoes for dinner tonight. Okay, Arcane Tower. Where art thou? No, we don't want to get on the boat yet. Okay. Oh, and then someone, that's right, someone told me that there was some kind of village or something I missed that was over here or something. I don't really know what that's about yet. Just waiting on everybody to climb up. Spells of the text ritual don't consume spell slots out of combat. Yeah. I like how fast the movement animations for getting around are with the spider. Okay, someone told me that there was something over here that led to a village, and I missed it last time. But I don't know. You guys could just tell me, because I've done 2 full playthroughs of the game, right? If I missed something, then I've missed it twice already. So if you guys want to just spoil me on like how to find whatever you're trying to tell me to find, you can just say it. The gap? What do you mean the gap? Climb the shrooms? I already climbed the shrooms that and unlocked the teleporter. Very close to the cliff, you could see climb. Wait, what? Wait, what? Unable to bypass content filter. Hi, Vogon. Okay, hold on. Okay, let's step by step here. You want me to go to the top of the teleporter or stay here at the bottom of the teleporter? Big water hole on minimap. No bottom.
Better not be cursed.
Okay, so, like, I see water there on the mini-map. This thing. I don't see what you expect me to click on. Look at the map. See the big gap. Okay, so over there, that goes to the Arcane Tower. That's where I was going to go before you stopped me. The other one. This one? The other one behind you? Nope, it's not that far. Dude, okay, I want to be very clear here. Any of you could say slightly north, slightly east, slightly south, like cardinal directions, anything. But you're saying no, yes, behind you, no, you're blind, yes, no, stop, up, down. Like, you all suck at giving directions. I want to be very clear. I'm giving you the chance to full spoil me, and you're just going no, yes, up, down, right, no, yes. Have you tried Googling it? No, because I don't know what I'm looking for. They're trying to tell me how to find something they think is interesting, but I don't know what I'm looking for here. The Festering Cove. I don't know if I've ever seen this. Am I in any major danger? Because honor mode? Like, I straight up don't recognize this at all. Small fight, not too bad. To be fair, you missed a lot of stuff. To be fair, it's a huge game, so I think that's, like, not too crazy. Alright, I'm gonna walk just muck forward and see what's going on here. Kuatoa.
Creature is lost in devotion. You might as well not exist.
What's up for discussion?
Our blood to fill your oceans.
They're like Murlocs?
O blessed Boal. Our bones to build your temple in the deep.
A wave of pure devotion washes over you. And with every surge, you feel a presence grow in response.
Word priest, promises.
Whoa!
God wants proof. Wants blood.
These beings
Is this related to Dark Urge?
former mind flayer slaves that manifest their gods through sheer belief.
You, our Lord of Murder, demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal.
Boal? Baal is the god of murder.
That's so cutlet. I'm
So this is their imagined version of Baal?
fancy a bit of murder. Simple enough. Well, priest, Boal wants a sacrifice. Boal wants blood.
They're not in the conversation. I could do anything with the other people. You get a permanent buff if you sacrifice someone. That sounds risky as hell. Hold on, BG3 Bual. Let's see. The party can sacrifice a companion to Bual, or talk their way into getting the Sickle of Bual, or Bual's Benediction permanently on the whole party if they already got the Sickle all off of Pool Drip. Bual's Benediction gives advantage on attack rolls against bleeding creatures, as long as there are Kuatoa to worship Bual. Using the Sickle of Bual to sacrifice a true companion to Bual results in obtaining this as a permanent buff. There must be at least 2 companions in the party. I mean, we're not really using bleeding much. So I'm not too worried about this. Okay. Fool. I kill in my sleep. If you seek death, death itself is here.
That sounds like a lot more blood. A lot more mess. Good. Go then, Chosen. Tell the surface wall Buar is coming. And so you don't forget. Here, this blade is my tongue. And I want a taste of every life you take.
Mad guilt swills in your swooning sick body. Today you became the tart of a false god, and your evil pride revolts.
I kind of thought we were going to start a fight. Shadowheart was inspired by that. I thought I was like taunting them into a fight, and he's like, yo, I like you. Bual's Blessing. The wielder has advantage on attack rolls against bleeding creatures as long as there are Kuatoa to worship Bual. So if you kill all of them, then you don't get that. 750 XP? Oh my god. And then 30 more for some reason. Wow.
Another step forward.
Okay, cool. So I could totally see if you were playing a build that like left the enemy bleeding a lot, like this could be like a crazy buff to get, right? But since I'm mostly using like radiant lasers and stuff like that, I think it's not something I need to stress on. So completed the interaction without the fight. So I think I picked I kill in my sleep. That was a Dark Urge option. So Dark Urge had an option to just skip that encounter, I guess. No murder? I am murder. That was a lot of XP, though. Like, a lot. Tiger Barbarian is amazing with that buff. I'm not familiar with Tiger Barbarian. I'm guessing bleeding is involved. The Ecstasy of Murder. Oh my gosh, I need auto loot. I need auto loot, chat. I've never seen this, so I'm going to read this one. Once Baal's favor has quickened within one of his beloved murderers, the bliss of his love is nigh indescribable, for he blesses his loyal with a new sensation, a mindless, instinctual, primal sensation that comes from within the bowels, an erotic spasm that washes over the killer in the moment of murder. It is said that in that instant, his divine essence can almost be tasted. Forsake all other hedonisms, acolytes for nothing can compare. Until the true ecstasies of murder wash over you initiates, the scroll contains a prayer you may say after a kill, calling for the Lord's disgrace to find its course in your body.
What's hiding here?
What happens if you offer Gale as a sacrifice? So if Gale dies by any means, and then you leave him dead, like a day later, a hologram of him appears in camp, and it's like, hello, if you're seeing this, then I have died.